Hello friend, welcome in our channel Dot Pharma. Today we discuss the targeting anti-cancer drug. In the treatment of the cancer, different type of the targeting drug used in the treatment of cancer. They are categorized into the few class. In that, first one is the BCR-ABL tyrosine kinase inhibitor. Normally, what happen? The BCR-ABL are the gene which is responsible for the activations of the tyrosine kinase. After the activation of the tyrosine kinase, this responsible for the normal cell growth development. When there is the increase in increase in the productions of BCR-ABL gene, which increase the activations of the overactivation of the tyrosine kinase receptor and lead to the over differentiation of the normal cell growth. That is a over differentiation leading to the overgrowth of the cells and cause the cancer. In such a type of the cancer, we use the BCR-ABL tyrosine kinase receptor inhibitors. Now, next one is the EGF receptor inhibitors. EGF stand for epidermal growth factor receptor inhibitors. In that, this receptor which is responsible for the normal growth of the epidermal normal cell growth. When there is the certain type of the ligand or stimuli come in contact with this receptor and they inhibit the normal cell growth, they increase the over differentiation of the cell growth and there is a over development of the cells and leading to the cancer. Such a type of the cancer we use the EGF receptor inhibitor. The EGF receptor inhibitor mediated through the two type of the receptor, human epidermal growth factor receptor 1 and human epidermal growth factor receptor 2. Now next one is the angiogenesis inhibitor. In case of the angiogenesis inhibitor, the angiogenesis term which is refer for the differentiations of the blood vessel. Where is the differentiation of the blood vessels? In a cancerous cell for their multiplications and further differentiation of the cells and increase the risk of the cancer. Such a type of the cancer we use the angiogenesis inhibitor. Next one is the proteasomes inhibitors. In case of the proteasomes inhibitors, proteasomes containing the proteasome enzyme which is responsible for the intracellular productions of the signal, which is responsible for the degradations of the intracellular protein signals, that is degradations of the intracellular protein signals which maintain the cell cycle, when there is a certain stimuli or a certain type of the ligand which act on the proteasomes enzyme which inhibit the degradation of the intracellular protein signaling and disturb the normal cell cycle maintenance and leading to a cancer. Such a type of the cancer we use the proteasomes inhibitor. Now last one is the CD20 inhibitors. In case of the CD20 inhibitors which responsible for the normal apoptosis. Apoptosis means normal cell death. So where certain stimuli or some reason they inhibit the apoptosis, they block the apoptosis, so normal cell death cannot be occur and leading to cancer. In such a type of the cancer we use the CD20 inhibitors. Now in this video we discuss only a BCR-ABL tyrosine kinase inhibitor and in the next class we discuss in the next video. So first one is the tyrosine kinase receptor inhibitors. In the tyrosine kinase receptor inhibitor, that is a BCR-ABL, we discussed about the BCR-ABL. The BCR-ABL are the gene. It is the ABL are the gene which is present in the chromosome 9, and on chromosome 22 there is a presence of the BCR gene. After the translocation of these two gene, there is a formation of the BCR-ABL type of the gene, that is the mutations occur and formation of this type of the gene. This type of gene also called as the Philadelphia chromosome. The Philadelphia chromosomes which activate the tyrosine kinase and leading to the normal cell differentiation. In a cancerous state, there is the Philadelphia chromosome or BCR-ABL tyrosine kinase which activate the tyrosine kinase receptor. On the tyrosine kinase receptor, there is a three type of the receptor are present. First one is the tyrosine kinase receptor itself. Next one is the platelet derived growth factor receptor, and last one is the stromal cell receptor and c-kit receptor. So there is a overproduction of the tyrosine kinase lead to which activate three type of the receptor and lead to cancer. First, tyrosine kinase receptor enter into the chronic myeloid leukemia, platelet derived growth factor receptor factors which responsible for the dermatofibrosarcoma, and stem cell receptor enter into the gastrointestinal stromal tumors. In that, we discuss when there is the BCR-ABL tyrosine kinase enzyme gene which increase in a productions of this gene, which increase the activations or activation of the tyrosine kinase receptor. After the activation of the tyrosine kinase receptor, they mediated through the tyrosine kinase receptor and lead to the chronic myeloid cancer. Also, platelet derived growth factors which also responsible for a dermatofibrosarcoma cancer, and stem receptor and c-kit receptor also enter into the gastrointestinal stromal tumor. So this type of the cancer can be occur. Now we discuss the mechanism of the tyrosine kinase inhibitor drugs. In that there is the two generation drug which are used in the treatment of the tyrosine kinase inhibitors. First one is the first generation drug, and second one is the second generation drug. In the first generation drug there is a only imatinib, and in second generation drug there is a dasatinib and a nilotinib. So we discuss one by one after each. In that, the first generation drug there is the imatinib, and imatinib which is the first selective targeted drug, which act on tyrosine kinase receptor, BCL-ABL tyrosine kinase receptor in chronic myeloid leukemia, platelet derived growth factor in dermatofibrosarcoma, and stem cell in the gastrointestinal stromal tumor. The resistance developed by the point mutation, because the point mutation which is developed on a BCR-ABL type of the gene. The half-life is the 18 hours. This is about the imatinib. So next drug is the second generation drug, and in that the dasatinib. The dasatinib are a second generation BCR-ABL type of the tyrosine kinase inhibitor. They also inhibit in inactive state and active state. They are more potent than other drugs. Use a newly diagnosed Philadelphia chromosome in a positive cases of the chronic myeloid leukemia. The half-life is 3 to 5 hours. Now next second generation drug is a nilotinib. The nilotinib which is the second generation BCR-ABL type of the tyrosine kinase receptor, also inhibit the platelet derived growth factor receptor and c-kit receptor. The action of the nilotinib is higher than the imatinib, within the 20 to 50 fold higher activity than imatinib. It is alternative to imatinib, then it overcome imatinib resistant due to the mutation on the BCR-ABL type of the receptor, now used as a first line drug because it overcome the imatinib resistant and as alternative to imatinib. Now we discuss the mechanism of the drug actions, on which way they act. First one is the nilotinib and imatinib, which is alternative to each other. They act on a BCR-ABL tyrosine kinase receptor gene. So they inhibit this activation of this receptor due to the overproductions of the tyrosine kinase. They lead to the cancer. So next one is the dasatinib, which are act on both Philadelphia chromosome and chronic myeloid leukemia. So in this way, the drug which act on this receptor to inhibit the cancer treatment. Thank you friend for watching our video.